What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set wood 4x4 treated posts in concrete. If you guys are new to my channel, please do me a favor, click the subscribe and the bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, let's get to this one. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a string line. So just tie a string on a little stake, or I'm just using some pieces of rebar. And I've pulled those directly where I wanted to start, and I've got them lined up right on the face of the posts that I've already set. And we're gonna go ahead and measure from our last post to where we want our next one. And usually the max you wanna do is 8 feet between posts, but I'm gonna be setting a gate here. So I'm just gonna do 36 right there, so I can make a 3-foot gate. Go ahead and mark that. Now we know where to start digging our hole. Okay, I like to use my tamper bar and loosen up the soil first. If you have very hard soil, what you can do is run the hose on this area that you're gonna dig the night before, the day before, and loosen that soil up. It'll really soften it up. You're also gonna want to check with your utility company for electric, gas, and also your sprinkler lines to make sure that you're not gonna hit any. Just dig slowly as well. The gas and electric company will come out and flag if you request the spots for all your utility lines. Now I like to use these clamshell digger, post hole diggers for doing the hole. I'll make sure I put links down in the description to all the tools and supplies I'm using today for you guys. How big a hole do you want to dig? You want the hole 3 times the width of the post that you're putting in. So a 4x4, you're gonna want around 10 to 12 inches wide. You're gonna contend with roots too. So how deep do you want the hole? You want it about 1/4 to 1/3 of the total length of the post. So a standard 8-foot post, you want around 2 to 3 feet. Okay, the hole's all dug. I went ahead and dug a little bit extra. You'll see why next. But you want the edges of the hole straight down, nice and straight all the way around. And you want the bottom of the hole nice and flat too. And if you can actually flare out the bottom like a bell, and that's gonna give you even more support up and down. Okay, now I've got some gravel, and we're gonna go ahead and add that to the bottom. What this is gonna do is this is gonna provide drainage for the water below the post so that it lasts longer. Okay, now we're gonna take our 4x4 post and we're gonna use that as a tamp. To tamp the bottom of the hole nice and packed. Okay, now we're gonna wanna line it up with our string line. I'm gonna put a little bit of dirt, and I have really sandy soil. You could also add more gravel. What that's gonna do is when we pour the concrete, that's gonna make it so that the bottom of the post isn't setting in the concrete. Imagine the post sitting in a big glass of water, a bucket of water. And what's gonna happen is if it's encased in the bottom, it will just soak up that water and it's gonna rot that post out real quick. Because over time, the cement right here around the top of the post, as the wood shrinks, there's gonna become a gap between the concrete and the wood, and the water will just go right in there. And if that bottom is encased all the way, it's just gonna sit there. The water's just gonna sit there and rot the post. So now I'm just gonna tamp that dirt around the post. and try and get it locked in right against our string line. Now, do you have to use concrete? No. What you can do is you can just use gravel and pack it all the way around it. And on one of these treated posts, that's gonna work fine. But there are some exceptions. Let's say, for instance, you're gonna hang a gate on that post. You're definitely gonna wanna use concrete to give it some more stability. If you live somewhere where the soil isn't very strong, like say, for instance, clay soil, that's not gonna give you much stability. So concrete's really gonna help strengthen that. Now, how much concrete? 60 to 90 pounds is usually good for a regular 4x4 post. We're gonna make a well in the middle of the concrete. Now, I like to mix mine beforehand with the water, then dump it in. That's gonna give you the strongest possible mix. You can put water in and then pour the dry mix in and mix it. And also, if you live somewhere where the soil is fairly wet, you can actually just dry pour it right in there and then pack dirt around it, and it's going to cure over time. But this, mixing it outside first, is going to give you the strongest. It's the best way. You can always add more water, so start with not too much. A hoe works really good for this. Mix it up. It should be pretty thick like this. Okay, then we're gonna start shoveling in the hole. Make sure that you get it nice and even around the whole thing. Gonna take our tamp bar and we're gonna make sure all that concrete's packed down there. Keeping an eye on our string line. And we're gonna take a 4-foot level. Use a 4-foot because the wood can be curved, so this is gonna give you a more accurate reading. We're gonna plumb it on both sides. Just give it a little wiggle. Move it a little bit while it's wet. Get it just right there. Okay, now you're gonna wanna come down in the hole and take a little piece of wood or a little trowel. You're gonna wanna slope the concrete up around the post. That way that the water will run off when it rains. Now you can bring the concrete all the way up to your grade or above your grade. I usually like to leave it a little below the grade. That way you can put your topsoil, bark, whatever, gravel, cover it up. Now here is a better example where you can see the concrete as I put more on this one because the gate's going to be hanging here, but I just sloped it all the way around all 4 edges. Okay, so it's the next day. Now we're going to take either some of our fill dirt or you can use more of your gravel if you have some. We're going to backfill around any sort of gap that we had. And we're gonna get our hand tamper. We're gonna tamp it and we're gonna slope it away from the post. That's gonna lock it in there. Alright guys, hopefully you found something in this video helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and click the bell so you can get my new videos. That really helps me out, guys. And thanks for watching Johnny DIY. Keep on doing it yourself, guys. Take care.